Good day, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, humans and humanoids. Hope everyone's having a very highly successful day and ready to hear about some content that is going to make the world a better place. Got a lot of awesome updates for you today. We are going to be talking about on this day 32 of the All About How podcast. We are going to be talking about just how this entire show has fared over the last month. We're going to be looking at some results, some statistics today, and just talking about after a month of posting a podcast every single day, what the growth was. So we're going to go ahead, look at those details today, and I'm pretty excited for it. So let's play the intro and jump on into it.
It's all about how in 2020 we're going to leave the world a better place than we found it.
First thing is first, I want to give everyone a really quick update on the Growing AU show. Good news today, folks. Really good news. So the banner was shipped out this morning, which is great. Our backdrop, really happy about it. And that's, again, why we said we're going to give the company a chance to make it right, and I think they're doing their best. So that was shipped out today, as well as our intro that we commissioned to have done for the show was completed today as well. And I have seen it, and it blew my mind. I'm still not 100% sure whether or not we're going to show you that intro ahead of time. We might just leave all the whole shebang for the actual show. And but if we do decide to show that intro, it'll be over on the Instagram page at Growing AU over on Instagram. Feel free to check us out over there to stay up to date on all the goings on. You also get to see our daily facts posts. So really awesome stuff going on over at Growing AU. Other thing, I feel like asking a question today. I want to get some engagement. I want to have a conversation going. So if you're listening on a program or a platform that allows you to leave a comment, or if you want to go over and jump on the Instagram page and leave a comment over there as well, you can do that. So my question today for everybody listening is, what is your favorite type of bagel? I'm curious. I want to know. I want to know what your favorite type of bagel is. For me, probably going to have to be a French toast bagel. They're pretty banging. I'm also a fan of plain, Asiago, everything bagels. They're all good. Love every type of bagel. Well, maybe not every type, but most bagels are out of this world. So I want you to find a place to leave a comment and tell us what your favorite type of bagel is. Let's move forward. Today we are looking at statistics for the Growing AU show. We're going to look at everything. And actually, the way I'm going to do it slightly differently this time is I have not looked at these statistics yet. I have not kind of done the pre-research as I did in our last episode. So we're going to be going through it together. You know, you're going to be hearing it for the first time, and I'm going to be seeing it for the first time. So let's hope that it's good, folks, because you definitely don't want to hear me cry over audio. That's not cute. Nobody asked for that. So we're going to hope that doesn't happen. All right, here we go. So last 2 weeks ago, we had 66 unique downloads. Today, we have 195 unique downloads, more than doubled. Pretty awesome there. Let's go ahead and keep scrolling, see what's up. All right, here we go. Okay, so our highest day, the day that we had the most listens was April 13th, 2020. We had a total of 31 people listen to the podcast that day. And then our second highest day was actually 16. That was on April 17th. Really nice turnout that way as well. I'm seeing really quick here, I'm looking at 2 weeks ago, our statistics, and I'm seeing if we can't find what our highest day was before that. So, okay, so our highest day before April 13th. Wow, lost my words on that one. Before April 13th, our highest day was April 5th with 9 views. So 9 to 31, quite an increase if you ask me. I've been very happy. So our highest days were 8, 16, and 31, and averaging a little bit lower than that. But it is going, that's already better than what we've experienced. So I'm very, very happy with that. So let's just go ahead here and keep scrolling. Let's look at some more information. Okay, so the majority of the listeners this time, all right, so here's how this is looking out. So we have the majority of the listeners are in the United States, 166 listeners in the United States. Last time we had 56 listeners in the United States, so that is way higher. All right, let's look up here at Canada. We still have 2. That's the same. So what's up, guys? Glad to have you back. We have 1 in Spain. That's the same as last time. And actually, we're picking up 3 people from the Netherlands. How you guys doing over there? What's up? Glad to have you listening. Really appreciate you being here. It's glad that you're now part of the family. And then 2 from Australia, our friends from Down Under. love having you here as well. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Really appreciate it. Shout out to Australia. Shout out to the Netherlands. Shout out to Spain. Shout out to Canada. And shout out to the hometown of the United States. Really appreciate every single one of you guys. Okay, now let's take a look at actually how it's breaking down. So, last 2 weeks ago, our results were as follows: 22 on Spotify, 14 on Stitcher, 13 on Mozilla, 12 on Google Play, 4 on Podcast Addict, and 1 on Chrome. So let's take a look at it today. So we have 59 on Spotify, 32 on Stitcher, 31 on Mozilla, 31 on Python requests, 29 on Google Bot Video, 4 on Podcast Addict. Then let's see here. So it's 4 on Podcast Addict is the same as last month. And then, or 2 weeks ago rather. And then 3 on Apple Core Media. I'm assuming that is going to be the Apple Podcast, and we can look up into that in just a second here. And then we have 1 on Google Podcasts, Android, 1 on Himalaya, 1 on LAVF, 1 on Podcasts, and that is that. So we're actually getting more views on several different platforms now, so that's pretty awesome as well. Definitely hype. Thank you if you've tuned in on one of those platforms for checking us out. Really appreciate you. Let's talk about some of the other statistics. So 2 weeks ago, we were at 7 Instagram followers. Now we are at 17. So in 2 weeks, instead of growing 7, we grew 10, which is awesome. So again, the growth is just coming, and it's a little bit more, which is fantastic. And let's go over here. Let's go look at some of our YouTube results. The YouTube results, I think, are going to be considerably down, and we're going to talk about why that is in just a moment. So let's go ahead, going over to Growing AU on YouTube. Definitely check us out over there if you haven't already to stay up to date on the coming Growing AU show. This is really set to bounce the whole YouTube page to the next level. We're going to talk about finance, talking about, most importantly though, the stock market, how to make money in the stock market, how to understand stocks, and how to make your money work for you rather than you working for your money. So if that's something that sounds interesting to you, the Growing AU show is coming soon. All right, here we are. So we are still at 21 subscribers on YouTube. That has not grown. And let's take a look at some of our statistics. Oh, that's playing sound. Okay. Here we go. All right. So yesterday's podcast messed up. That was our last one. 7 views on that, 25% click-through rate. All right, so actually, the reason I'm even mentioning that is because that was actually considerably better than most of our other podcasts on the platform. That was yesterday, so that's kind of cool. All right, here we go. So current subscribers, 21. Last 28 days, our views are up 298% compared to, let me see here, 100. Actually, no, so we still are up because our views were at 146 views, up 132% last 2 weeks ago. And then today they're up 219 to 298%. Watch time hours 20.1, that's up 495%. And let's see if we had actually recorded our watch time hours. I don't know if we did. We did set, hey, our view duration was up 5.13%. All right, let's go and look at channel analytics to find some more in-depth. Okay. 20.1 hours, really good. 15 views in the last 48 hours. Thank you guys, if that was one of you, for tuning in and taking a look on that. And all right, so our click-through rate is down 3%, unfortunately. Our views, as we said, are up 298%. Our impressions are up 396% to 4.4 thousand. That's compared to 2 weeks ago at 3.2 thousand. So it's clear that even though it's up overall, because this is still including the statistics from 2 weeks ago, that our impressions are still a little bit lower, unfortunately, than what I think we would like them to be. Most of them coming from YouTube search, which is incredible. And actually, that's pretty great. I'm actually glad to see that so many are coming from YouTube search. All right. Let's keep scrolling through here. Large portion of external traffic coming from Facebook and Instagram. So what's up, guys? Glad to have you on over here. And yeah, okay. So that's pretty good. So the YouTube channel, here's the deal. We talked about this before. We are going to be pretty much stopping the podcast posts on the YouTube channel, mainly because they are not what this whole podcast is really intended for. I mean, and let's be honest, YouTube is not intended for podcasts, especially if you're not recording them. So we are going to be switching back over to the physical show on YouTube, and that's going to be the Growing AU show. And as soon as that's up, we are going to then, as we said, refrain from posting the podcast on the YouTube. So again, if you are one of those podcast listeners on YouTube, what I'm going to do is in today's description, I will link the Spotify link to our page, and you can go over, jump on Spotify and listen to us over there. So that way you're still getting all of this awesome content. Okay. So a little, just quick update for you guys on the Growing AU show. Well, first of all, before I even jump into that, thank you everybody for the growth over these last 14 days. I mean, having 66 unique downloads to now 195 unique downloads in 2 weeks. I mean, that's awesome, guys. I appreciate that more than I could express. And it's just, I'm just excited to keep doing it. It's really sweet. Thank you so much. And so just to give you some updates on the Growing AU show, tentative release date, Monday. Tentative release date. Not guaranteed. At the latest, though, at the absolute latest, the release of that show will be Wednesday of next week. Let me give you a quick date for that quickly. So basically, the only thing that's going to prevent us from getting it up on Monday is just mail, however long it takes for our backdrop to arrive. So latest that the show will be launching is Wednesday, April 29th. The best will be Monday, April 27th. So definitely stay tuned for that. Be excited for that. Everything that's going to happen. I'm really, really excited to finally be able to share that show with you. It's been a lot of work put into it so far, and I'm excited to finally be able to share it with everybody. So thanks for tuning in for that, and I hope that we see you over there on YouTube for the Growing AU show come next Monday, April 27th. All right, guys. So quick fact of the day, obviously. We need to get one of those in, don't we? Let me do that for you real quick. All right, so here we go. I assume that most people here are familiar with the bird, the puffin, and if not, I definitely recommend you go and spend some time researching puffins. What a wonderful creature. All right, but did you know that a baby puffin is called a puffling? Pretty cute. As if they couldn't get cute already, now we're going to call them pufflings. That's just adorable. Again, that's from goodhousekeeping.com, and I'll actually read a little bit more about what they say. To feed its chick, a puffin parent will carry around 10 fish in its beak at one time. But the biggest record haul is a whopping 62 fish, and that's according to the Audubon Project Puffin. Audubon, AUDUBON Project Puffin. If you want to check them out, again, that is from goodhousekeeping.com. A baby puffin is called a puffling. We all hope that you had an awesome day listening to our podcast, everybody. Hopefully, you have a incredibly highly successful day today as well, and keep rocking and rolling, living your dreams. Look forward to being able to continue to grow the channel with all of you. Thank you for everyone that has tuned in and made the statistics of these last 14 days possible. You guys are incredible. The next essentially check-in on the statistics will be on day 62. We're going to give it a month from now to tune in and see what has transpired in that time. And if it's anything like these last 14 days, I am excited to see it. All right, guys, I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for tuning in for the first month of our 365-day podcasting experiment. Only 11 months left to go, and then we get to year 2. So it's not stopping. We're not going anywhere. We are going to keep pushing through until we make it, and I'm taking every single one of you with us. So everyone, have a highly successful day, and we'll talk to you all tomorrow.